I got my sword earrings on. I'm going out for once in my life. So let's do this. Okay, Maria. So it's Friday and I have a few errands to run today. I leave the house probably every 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. So this will be good for me. Dad has been nagging me to go out more because I never go out, and I say that I am a vampire who will just burn in the sun. But I have a few errands to run at Metrotown, and then I also have to go to Michael's later to do a return. But Calista said that she may be at Metrotown at the same time, so let's go see if we can find her. Okay, we're driving home now. I did get to see Calista. I feel like I never see her in person anymore, and she's just like a person on my screen. But she had some errands to do, so we socially distanced and did errands together, which was cute, and I was able to catch up. Now I'm just gonna go home, and I have a few tasks to do before my meeting at 4 p.m. But it was a nice break to get out. It is o'clock right now. I'm gonna bleep this out so I don't get like shamed for how late it is. But I was just updating my Notion. So it's a new year, or kind of. But what does a new year bring other than the sudden urge for us to get ourselves together? And I'm not too sure if this is just a trend on my For You page on TikTok, or if it's the FBI agent in my phone knowing I want to stay organized this year. I see you. But Notion has been like all the rage these days. So I already use Notion for like some extracurricular activities, as well as keeping track of my job searching. Oh, this guy's parking. But I was like, why not try to use it more and see what other like capabilities it has? So I'm thinking of redoing my Notion basically and seeing what else I can use it for, and if I can make it like a little bit more pretty. So that is the other plan for today. But I thought, since I am already updating my Notion, why not give you a tour? So to make this a little bit more organized, I think I'll go through like a step-by-step process and then add some more tips throughout my Notion tour. So step number one, I would try to find a theme. So I think what makes things pretty is having a consistent aesthetic. So whether this is using similar colors, so like having a neutral palette or a pastel color palette, or figuring out a vibe that you like, so grunge or dark academia, and then finding photos that sort of fit this theme. So I used Pinterest. I scrolled Pinterest for literal hours, trying to find any photos and GIFs that I really liked, and then I saved all of those into a folder. 2 would be to figure out your layout. Layouts are quite hard, which is why I went to other people's templates and sort of used theirs as a base foundation and then built upon that. I will also add my own template into the description box below, but I try to figure out what columns and categories would work best for me and sort of which placements would be most helpful and efficient. 3rd would be to try to figure out what kind of pages you want. So do you want a money tracker? Do you want a habit tracker? Do you want to keep track of your shows and films that you watch? And then 4th would be to just fill all of these pages. So let's go into my Notion tour. So this is my home page. On the left-hand side, I have a table of contents for the other pages in my Notion, as well as some external quick links. And then I have a taskbar up here where I've configured sort of these template buttons to add a task in specific colors for different categories. I've also embedded a Spotify playlist, and I added these toggle month buttons so I can archive the playlist into the month whenever that month is done. I also have a little button here for the songs of the month. So I also have a weekly spread here. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use it just because I use my calendar a lot, but it is here if I need it. So this is Editing Rachel. I actually moved my weekly spread to a work-specific page. So I just have any events, so like my weekly Wednesday meetings, and then my tasks below. Again, I've used my configure template button and are able to add these tasks quite easily. And then I have a career search page. So I have sort of these quick links up here to edit my resume in Canva, a link to my portfolio, and a link to my LinkedIn. I really like this progress bar just because it keeps everything quite organized. And then I have toggles for the year. I haven't applied to anything in 2021 yet, but this is the sort of table that I would be using. So this is my watching queue. I thought this header was hilarious, but I have a completed shows counter at the top and then a table for a more detailed account of the shows that I'm watching. I will add the one from yesterday, but I have separated it into status, into type, into score, and then any comments that I have. I also have a reading queue. I'm not going to show mine because I'm not going to expose myself like that, but here is a template version. So I have a general count again for different types of books, and then I do have another table split up into month toggles. So title, category, type, score, tags. What's most important here are the tags. So you can tag a specific book with the genre or a specific trope that you like, and then you can go and search for that later if you want to reread a book or if you want to recommend one. And then some notes about the book itself. Then I have my money tracker here, and I have my habit tracker, and then it tells you the sum as well at the very bottom. Then I also have my index, which is sort of just collections. So I have my screens in review. I want to keep track of all my lock screens and home screens for this year. Again, configured a different button so that I can add a new entry very easily. So this is my passion projects list, sort of the ideas that I want to get done. And then I have a table for the projects that I'm currently working on or have finished. But what I love about Notion is having the chance to change up your board views. So like I was able to sum up all of my projects into the different categories and figuring out how many of each one that I did. And then I also have a recipes index. I also have this page where I decided to put gift ideas for others. I feel like I get gift ideas at very random times, so I like having this table here so that I can put in any ideas, and then when an event does come up, I have it all already. I also put just a self-wish list. So I wasn't gonna film this, or I guess I can take my mask off. So I saw this frame about 2 weeks ago and I bought it because it made me think of Maria, and then she also was saying that she was craving gummy worms the other day, so I decided to buy those for her and bring them over. So let's go surprise her. Maria thought it would be cute to have my week in 7 seconds, so I'll put that here. But thanks so much for watching, and Maria will see you next week. Bye!